Okay, this is the second video on simplifying radicals. This one's going to take a little longer because there's a little more involved. Now, a lot of you will prefer this method. Excuse me. So, what we do here is prime factorization. So we start off with our 392. And two things that multiply into that. Well, that's 2 and 196. And that would be 2 and 98. 2 and 49. 7 and 7. So that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 7 times 7. Now, why did I write it out like that instead of using exponents? Because I see a pair of 2's here, so I'm going to circle that. I see a pair of 7's, so I'm going to circle that. What I circled comes out of the radical sign. So I'm going to have 2 times 7 outside. This is not circled, so it stays inside. Because 2 times 2, that's 2 squared. Square root of 2 squared is 2. 7 times 7, that's 7 squared. Square root is 7. Well, 2 times 7 is 14. So 14 radical 2. So you don't necessarily have to know your perfect squares to use this method. Okay? So 98. That would be 49 and 2. Seven and 7. So 2 times 7 times 7. We have a pair. So that's 7 radical 2. Now, this one has a variable, so we're going to do them separately. We're going to start with the 96. Well, that's 2 and 48. 2 and 24. 3 and 8. 2 and 4. 2 and 2. Well, m squared is just m times m. So that means we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2's. And a 3, an m, and an m, and not the candy. So a pair of 2's, a pair of 2's, and a pair of m's. So a 2 comes out, a 2 comes out, and an m comes out. Inside stays a 2 and a 3. 2 times 2 is 4, times m is 4m, 2 times 3 is 6. Moving furniture next door, in case if you're wondering what that sound is. So that's 4m radical 6. Okay. Take a look at another one. Again, same idea. So 320. That's 2 and 160. 10 and 16. 2 and 5. 2 and 8. 2 and 4. And 2 and 2. Now, if you see it a different way, you can break it down differently. It doesn't have to be exactly the same way I do. Okay? As long as it breaks it down to its prime numbers. So completely simplified. Now, a to the third is just a times a times a. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's. A 5, an A, an A, and an A. No, pair, 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 and a pair. So 2 times 2 times 2 on the outside times a inside 5 times a. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times a is 8a. 5 times a is 5a. So 8a radical 5a. Okay. Take a look at this one, and then I'll take a look at the hard one, and that'll be it. I'm going to skip one. Okay. So 18. Well, that's 3 and 6. 2 and 3. Well, xy cubed. Well, that's x times y times y times y. So that means we've got 2 times 3 times 3 times x times y times y. Pair of 3's, pair of y's. Should have another y there. Well, that means a 3 and a y come out. A 2, an x, and a y stay in. Well, so that's 3y radical 2xy. Now, I'm going to skip this one, but if you want to give it a try, go ahead. Your final answer should be 7a radical 3ab. That's a weird looking b, but it's still a b. Alright, now the last one. So we've got 192. We've got a negative 6 on the outside. We're going to ignore this for now. Okay? It's important later, but for now we ignore it. We do the same thing we've been doing. 192. So that's 2 times 96, which is 2 times 48, which is 6 times 8, which is 2 times 3, 2 times 4, 2 times 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's. A 3. And then we add our m to the fourth. So that's m times m times m times m. And so 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 4 pair, 5 pair. So this time 5 things are coming out. And so we've got 2 times 2 times 2 times m times m. Underneath, we have just the 3. Now here's where the 6 becomes important. This gets multiplied by the whole thing. So we bring this down. And extend this a little bit because it comes down to this part. So negative 6 times that. And so we simplify. Negative 6 times 2 is negative 12. Times 2 is negative 24. Times 2 is negative 48. Times m is m squared. So negative 48 m squared radical 3. Okay, that's our second method. I don't care which method you use, but whatever method you're using, make sure you're getting it right. If you're not, try the other method or ask questions.